There was Vishnu behind the doors. Welcome back to Persona 1.
Damn it.
Oh, fooled you. Well, not totally fooled him. And today we knock out the Deva Yuga. Isn't yours Chris sort of... No, Chris isn't levitating.
What?
I kind of thought Chris was, like, not on the floor, per se. Or Chris's sprite wasn't on the floor.
He was wearing hot pink shoes, though.
Yeah, no, that's an odd trait. 10 spell rocks in case you need to hastily refill your SP. Odd quirk about them, though. They don't work in battle. They only work in the field. If you use them in battle, you only get, like, 10 SP back.
What does that remind me of? There's an item that does that in a Final Fantasy game. Can't use in battle, but you can use outside. What am I thinking of?
Oh, this is already humorous. Come on, Johnny.
Is it 9 I'm thinking of, that if you can use tents in battle, it does a whole...
Yeah. Yeah. If you use... No, 10 inverts it. 10 inverts it. 10 is... Not 10. 9 inverts it. 9 is, if you use them in battle, they're stronger.
Okay. No. I mean, tents... No, tents do something completely different if used in battle.
Yeah, they still heal your HP and MP, but they have a risk of, getting bitten by a poisonous silent sleep snake.
That's what I'm thinking of.
The only riddle in the game. Do you see the lights up there?
Yep.
What we have to do is constantly make it so that only the lights are lit up. This is kind of like one of those things where you just gotta sidestep dance a lot, that's all.
You gotta make sure you what? Make sure...
Sidestep dance. See what I'm doing there? I'm lighting up the lights on the floor.
You're lighting up all... So you have to light up all the panels in this grid.
According to a cross formation to unlock the door. There's no encounters here either, so if you want, you could just like goof off around here until you build up your SP.
That's nice.
That's what I'm going to be doing here a bit. Because I'm so damn stingy at using the goddamn things. I switch over to Deva because I really don't want to waste time with the weak ass persona like that at the behind the double doors. I stick it with Mordo here because Frost I forgot to develop because I'm an idiot. So I think, come on, stick with Mordo. I'm actually here kind of debating on what the hell I'm supposed to be fixing up on here. There we go.
Do I feel like jeans or khakis?
Shall I go face Guido in style? Or shall I go face him with my whole... with some Daisy Dukes? Can you imagine fighting Guido in Daisy Dukes?
Whoa, Chris already has the hot pink shoes.
Here I'm just sidestepping around to regenerate my MP. What we don't see is there's a camera where you see that little jewel. We don't want to let him in until he sees the sidestepping routine.
What's the password?
Exactly.
You make Guido laugh. Come in.
Access denied. There's some writing on the door there. I can't make it the fuck out.
I think it's just gibberish.
It is gibberish.
L is real 2041.
This game property of the Atlas Corporation circa 1996.
Damn you, Genova.
We're ready to go.
What?
And now we face the man behind it all. In a very Japanese style room.
That table.
Son of a bitch!
It had the shifty eyes and everything.
It looks like we're ready to throw down with him and the kid. And Guido is apathetic.
Poppy has to bust a few caps in some asses. No, don't walk. Fade out.
She is a magical child. She can. And Guido has given up. Huh?
The hell's the matter with him?
He became by and large apathetic.
Because of his new powers?
Ironically enough, yeah. He met all of his goals and all of his dreams. And now he's absolutely empty. This whole thing was just a temporary conquest for him. Like, he was one of those kind of guys who thought, yes, I finally did it! I'm going to cause judgment on the human race! Now what? Sort of like when Kafka blew up the world. Now he's like, oops.
No, Kafka never really had those kind of feelings.
Or yeah, I know. I'm just saying, what if he did? Not that
what
he
if,
would.
Yeah, what if, but that's not what happened.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's more of a, it's lonely at the top.
A mixture of lonely at the top, and at the same time, he's still kind of full of himself in a way.
Well, I mean, when push comes to shove, he's still...
yeah, but he's ultimately sick. He's omnipotent, but he's also sick. And he ultimately did this just to find out some reason worth living, and he doesn't have anything like that, really. Maybe he just wanted to cause judgment on the human race just because he had no reason to live, so he thought, fuck it, nobody should have a reason to live, or whatever the hell's reasons are. You tell him the same thing you tell the girl in the gingerbread house to find the answer. That's why you look. That's why you live. So Guido's ready.
So Guido's no longer the cackling.
Yeah, now he's just an empty soul.
Yeah.
Of course, Nate doesn't know when to shut the fuck up.
You just taunt Guido.
Yes, he did. All you've done is use people. He's no exactly here though. The thing is though is that I think Guido has what's considered a false power. I'll explain that when we see the other revelation after the battle. Exactly. A fantastic speech here, Nate. But right when he gave up, it's sort of like, okay, I give up and surrender. I'll return your world back to normal.
Bullshit! What did you say?
No, it's more like Nate just sort of whipped out his ass right in front of him and beat it like a baboon.
Now you invoke your god complex or I'll smack you with my dick.
Exactly. And Guido just flips out and has enough of that shit. And there's that god complex.
It's about time. I always wanted to punch God in the face.
Damn right I'll punch out God. And Chris gives a speech about protecting us as his friends.
So now we're gonna punch God for cheesecake.
Oh yeah, fuck. No, not cheesecake, the black mask. But first form Guido's weak to guns. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, you did mention earlier that angels hate Uzis.
Heyo. Now that really shows what kind of a fraudster god Guido really is. There's far more to this that is not elaborated in this game. It'll be elaborated in Persona 2.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to wait then.
Well, it's not that hard. I mean, it's more like giving this whole good versus evil thing a more deeper conflict. Kind of a weird conflict when you think of it, though. He's level 66, just like his Persona.
Yeah, talk to him. You don't want to do this. Yes, I do. Oh, fuck.
I mean, it's all Nate's fault. Anyway, now the only time I don't bother with the guns is Mark's, because Mark's shotguns suck. So just pepper the shit out of him with your gun all you want.
What's the catch here? We're fighting Guido too early.
Oh, you call this too early? It's 18 parts in, it's a little labyrinth. I think it's just fine. If you got the bad ending of the game, then this would be the final boss.
Really?
Yeah, there was a good ending and a bad ending. The bad ending is basically when you tell the kid the wrong answers in the gingerbread house and fight the bear.
I remember you saying that.
Right. Oh, that's dark magic.
Yikes.
Well, that's like... Well, that's the weaker of the two dark magics. The other one is judgment. Not really interesting about Guido per se. He'll use Blazall, Shibabu, which is bind, light kick, air slice, death. Yeah, no, standard shit.
What was the name of his persona again?
Massacre.
Massacre.
Its real name is Nyarlathotep. That's a... If you're gonna get into the Persona series, that name is a really big one to keep in mind here. Kind of right up there with Final Fantasy and Kafka. or as the Final Fantasy VI fanboys keep going on about it, but in all seriousness, though, Nyarlathotep's kind of a very important name here. Basically, it's the absolute negative traits of every human on the face of the planet, given shape and form. An absolute cosmic horror. Why is he evil? Because humanity is evil, and I am but its reflection. Ergo, you're a dick, I'm a dick.
We're all dicks, hey.
No, but seriously, that is Nyarlathotep's pure thing. He's absolute malice. That's all he is. And that's basically his shtick, you know? It doesn't seem like... It's not necessarily deep villainy, but at the same exact time...
Still dangerous.
Well, it's not even just the fact of... It's both that, and at the same time... While it may seem absolutely narrow, it could also just be a plain old metaphor, you know? Beating Nyarlathotep would be beating the deepest part of yourself back down. In other words, that side of you that you hate, that side of you don't like to be part of, the side of you that's negative in the world, beating Nyarlathotep is like beating yourself in a way. And... This is weird.
Something's invading my body. Oh, indigestion.
No.
He's being abducted by aliens.
He's being abducted by his persona.
His massacre is hijacking him.
Yeah. Oh! And we meet this thing. Yeah, This,
What is this?
this is, read this. Read this.
He was taken over by his own persona.
Keep going.
No, I'm super. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's right up.
Super Guido, eh?
It's right up there with fucking Super Freddy.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 5.
No, fuck that. Super Guido's hilarious, though.
Super Guido.
Sounds like the champion of all Italians. Still packing all the weaknesses,
I am
though.
the Guido that transcends all Guidos. I am Super Guido.
I love this.
This isn't even my final four. Wait, that thing, what happened to Massacre? Why does it look like that now?
Massacre is a demon, I believe, of 1,000 forms. Or Nyarlathotep, so to speak. And this here is a reflection of Guido's vanity and his false godhood. At least that's what I think. When you fight... spoiler, I'm gonna spoil something very big for you. You fight Guido again in Eternal Punishment.
No.
Yeah. You see, when you fight it again in Eternal Punishment, it'll have more of a it'll show Nyarlathotep hiding behind a cracked Buddha statue, representing the evil deity and the evil intention behind the false godhood, or something like that.
Is it this you fight?
Not this thing. It's Guido, but
Just
the persona
Guido.
looks different. Oh, whatchamacallit. Interestingly enough, this thing has a lot more nastier attacks. Particularly, it's packing the stronger Holy Word and Judgment spells. It does triple hit. But its most unique ability is, the ability, Frenzy Voice.
God forbid Super Guido gets an itch on his super nose.
No, but seriously,
Actually, I'm kind of reminded of when Merrick fused the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Really?
Yeah, you know, when he did that bullshit chanting to pretty much say, fuck you, game. It's like, I'm gonna do this now.
Yes, triple hit. But his worst attack, I was trying to say earlier, was Frenzy Voice. Which basically sends your party into a panic for 3 turns. Yeah. But all in all, it's still not a really hard battle. It's surprising how many weaknesses this thing has, actually. For a supposed final boss, but I think that's the point.
Supposed final boss, though.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's say if you're just going for the bad end, do you have to fight this thing too?
If you're going for the bad ending, this is the final boss.
Okay.
You know, I'm just serving the fuck out of it with machine gun fire. Yeah, here's what I think of your god. Fuck you.
Massacre hands, my face is up here!
I actually see the peace symbol on its right hand, I believe. There are 2 markings on each of its hands. I don't know what they are.
Well, one means... It could be.
Crazy Voice. It's Frenzy Voice in Japanese. And Nate gets batshit insane.
Nate was like, what the fuck was that?
I'm surprised we didn't start off in the battle with panic. What the fuck is this? Ultimately, Guido was, like I said before earlier, Guido is the textbook case of a sad man. No idea what his real goal, or no idea what meaning he had in his life, no idea what to really do with his life. He just sought denialism, that's all he really is. And he thinks he's this omnipotent god-like character with the power, but he's really not.
Question, though.
What?
Before we stepped foot inside the Deva Yuga, Guido was pretty much gloating about how much, like, if he wanted to, he can make everyone kill themselves because he's able to manipulate that. And that was barely 2 parts ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did like a lot of time pass while we're traveling the Deva Yuga so that he suddenly is empty inside?
I honestly think Guido had some kind of revelation about this whole thing between the time we saw him and then the time we got up to the top. When he realized that his power was ultimately fraudulent.
It took him only 30 minutes.
That's sometimes how negative ideas work. You think you're really in... It's sort of like drugs. Boy, this sounds like a really good idea. I'm gonna take a shitload of LSD. What do you mean the cops are here? What happened to my mother? This battle could go over a lot quicker if I just turned around and hit him with Inferno. With
If
Mary.
I turn around and left. Where are you going? Come back! I'm Super Guido, bitch!
Super Guido.
Christ, I can't believe that actually... That name exists. Super Guido.
You know what? When I first played this game as a kid, I thought nothing of it until I played it again when I was 13. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
As a child, it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's a Guido. He's transcend. He's Super Guido. That makes sense.
And I forgot about Lightning.
What is he called in the PSP version?
Him? God Kandori.
God Kandori.
Yeah. Not that much better, but still a lot less offensive than Super Guido.
It sounds more pretentious.
Well, he is a pretentious man, hence his Arcana being the tower. And I missed with Viper Smash. Fuck. Anyway, I generally have Mary heal every turn, only because I really don't like the idea of getting... Because the one thing I would hate to do in this game is let my guard down, hit him hard in the mouth, and next thing I know... let my guard down, and the next thing I know, he hits me with a all-hitting holy or dark magic spell, and I'm fucked. Mary just ate grass.
Hey, everyone in Resident Evil does it, why can't she?
No, they smoke it. She just eats it.
Oh. Eat them, bitch, they're good for you.
What if she actually just plain ate oregano? That was holy word, but thankfully he hit the holy light member of my team, so A-okay. 1, 2, 3, 4!
What is the ring supposed to represent?
It's supposed to be a halo, like sort of like how like a god fancies himself, how people imagine gods with halos.
Super fan of the hula hoop.
God can't do it doing the hula.
How many revolutions can I do?
Super Guido, the 1996 hula hoop champion.
It's all a facade.
He just wanted to be the ultimate hula hoop professional in the world.
Look how much devastation he's caused.
So he took denialism because he loved his passion.
No competition.
Oh man, that's taking the piss out of this game.
I'm trying to read the background. The background is this one symbol repeatedly splattered all over the background. I can't make it out though. Is it like sit back or anything like that?
No, it's not the sit back symbol. Honestly, Persona sometimes has that weird art shit in the background for no real reason.
Art shit for art's sake.
Yeah, art shit for art's sake. Yeah.
The art shit for art's sake.
Sonic, I believe, is hitting him rather hard, so I don't bother using Nate's gun. Usually at this point I have two people casting the, Actually I have two people doing the Sonic magic, but this time around I didn't come that prepared, so I had to make do with one. Invincible! Sorry, I'm Matt. Oh, there it goes, and the god has fallen.
That's a very anticlimactic fade out.
Ain't it? We just got the black mask.
Maybe that's a clue, though. Maybe that the worst is yet to come.
Yes. Anyway, we just got the black mask. That's if you use that in the future for a tower class persona, you get to use Guido's persona, Massacre.
Okay.
Trust me, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks compared to what the hell Guido did with it.
Yeah, I mean, do you see what it transforms into?
No. I mean, his looks like a winged alien monster kind of thing. Ours looks like a fucking Cthulhu blob. That's it.
Oh.
And its spells suck too. So you have to get if you're gonna make that up for yourself. I'll explain that later.
No, what?
No. Here comes the revelation.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Time for the big twist.
On the floor drooling.
And now we figure it out.
Something that
Mary's here in this dungeon.
This is something. This is what you're talking about. What? You and the world were just products of someone's imagination. Are you talking about Mary or all of us?
Mary's imagination.
Everybody here?
No, we're all normal.
Okay.
The world we were in is Mary's imaginative world.
Well, you said that earlier. Last time when we were in the gingerbread house.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time around, it's not quite the same as that. Basically, the world we lived in is the world inside. The world we were in was the world of Mary's heart, modeled after the town she knew before she was hospitalized.
Yeah.
Basically, I did say that in the gingerbread house.
Yeah, you did say it in gingerbread. You said that the parallel world was a manifestation of Mary's thoughts. Yeah.
Fuck, I spoiled it early. Anyway.
You spoiled it, forgot that you spoiled it, and tried to keep me in the dark.
Yeah. The three kids were all Mary. The little girl in white.
All part of one being.
In the Japanese version, it's Maki, Mai, Aki, which is basically anagrams.
Me personally, I got that feeling when their names all start with the letter M.
Right. And the faces also kind of clued them in, too.
Well, the faces were a total giveaway.
Yeah.
Like, I see I see Maggie, and I was like, oh, she looks like a very young Mary. And then I see the other girl, May.
Yeah.
Was it? Looks almost exactly the same. And I see Mary, because she's in the conversation with the characters, and it's like, I see what's going on here, but I don't know all the details, so I figured I'd wait it out.
Right. Basically, when Guido did the first test of the Deva system, right? He came into contact with Mai, which was the whole creator of the world. But then evil Maggie came out of Mai and went with Guido. That caused the whole schizophrenia in Mary's mind, so to speak. Not only that, but then it started fueling Guido's own nihilism in a way. You know, you get power, you go nuts with it, or something like that. So basically what happened there is that world got thrown into disarray, so to speak. Or the Deva system allowed the link between our world and their world. Or Mary's imaginative world. This Mary here is the ideal Mary, or the best of Mary thinks of herself, like what she really wants, the kind of person she really wants to be.
Yeah.
So ultimately, what we've got here is we're walking around with a figment or a psychological metaphor.
Someone doesn't really exist.
No, she exists. It's like if you imagine the best about yourself, that kind of person you imagine.
And it actually takes physical form.
Well,
that's what she is.
It's kind of one way. That's one way of looking at it. I can't think of a more elegant way of saying it.
Well, I don't think physical manifestation is like ugly in a sense. Like that's
no, what I'm saying though is that she's a walking. She's
Mary's ideals taking physical shape.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Physical manifestation.
Alright. So Guido found peace and death. Mark, I have a name.
He's talking to you, the player.
Oh.
In more ways than one.
Hey,
So now Mary is pretty much reacting how everyone else would react if they figured out they're part of someone's imagination.
Exactly. And she went apeshit. And unfortunately for me, because I suck at planning ahead, she also took all the healing persona with her.
Damn it! Man, you know that rule of thumb. Especially if you played this game more than once. Someone dies, you unequip their shit.
No, but I can't unequip the persona like that. Chris realizes that his grudge is now, by and large, out of place. He hated his father, so naturally he killed the son. Oops. Yeah. I also got the black mask, like I said, I'm just showing that off here in my inventory. You use that in the tower fusion.
So where to now?
We need to go back down to the third floor where it all started, or not where it all started. We need to go back down to the third floor where we saw those double doors. But the way back there is much quicker.
I'm just gonna fall down.
Yeah. Absolutely, we fall through a plot hole.
Yo. Are they still nihilists?
No. The Guido's power was actually very limited too, which I kind of think is why he thought of himself as a fraud. Odds are good since the power of Mary only really consisted of the town she created and nothing else. The power was probably only going to last to this town as well. Guido saw himself as a fraudulent god and probably just went mad with the despair or something like that. I honestly think he didn't have everybody in the world under his control. I think it was just plain Lunar Veil that was under his control.
And the fact that he wasn't able to extend his reach past Lunar Veil that made him gave him crippling low self-esteem.
I wouldn't say crippling low self-esteem, more like, oh fuck, this was a waste. New enemies, Cupid.
You were talking about these guys earlier, weren't you?
Yeah. These things aren't exactly angel-class demons. These are Yoma-class demons. You kind of want their card, too, because they give you the Glacier spell at rank 2. Are you ever going to insert that?
I don't think I am.
I feel kind of dirty having just stared at a child demon to get a spell card from it.
Mark spoke. Fuck you. Well, tell me what you really mean.
Mark danced crazy. Boo, you suck!
Here's my spell card. Please, go away. Kill it with fire.
That's supposed to be a bow they're holding, by the way. I couldn't tell from the sprite at first glance, to be honest.
What, the bow?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell that was a bow at first glance. I thought it was just like some sort of dagger or something.
Yeah, it's Cupid.
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that to be a shiv.
Shank. I'm gonna shank you if you provoke me.
I switch over personas for a little bit. I keep him on Mephisto because he's still not done. And now we have to head back down the stairs.
Oh, watch out, we got badass here walking downstairs backwards.
I like to imagine we just sort of fell down the stairs. Down this way, and we're back. So I go back down to the Velvet Room. Well, I have to go. Well, technically, those double doors you saw was where I have to go. I want to get back. I want to backtrack even further so I can get all new persona here.
Recharge, in a sense.
Yeah. Back down to the first floor. I could go say hi to Dr. Nicholas, but I said fuck that. I'm gonna go talk to the tree.
Alright, well, we're just about the end of this part, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next week. What can we expect for next week, Matt?
We can expect Mary to have a psychotic breakdown.
Didn't she already have one?
It takes a brand new shape and form. We can expect the final third of the game, another romp through the forest, and then we get Mary back in the party. Until then.